Good morning, guys. So no new information beyond what we already told you in our last hits, but we do know that this is the city's 9th homicide of the year. So you mentioned that string of violence there. Now, in this investigation, we do know that a man in his 30s was found dead in a car here on Babcock Street. Want to step out of the way and show you this investigation that is still ongoing, going on for more than 5 hours at this point. So all night long, if you take a look down Babcock Street, this is right at the intersection with Capitol Avenue. You can still see that same scene. We've got those cars on scene taped off as well. The crime scene division, as of that last update, is still on scene processing this scene, looking at some evidence. And here's what we know about what happened here. Just after 11:30 last night, dispatch got a 911 call reporting a man who was unresponsive in a car here on Babcock Street. Officers, of course, arriving on scene to find that man shot in the car. But what we do not know at this point is where that man was in the car. Police not confirming that detail. That man was taken to the hospital, though, where he sadly died. Now, the good news is that police say they do have leads in this case, so the investigation is moving along pretty quickly. But this is coming at a very painful time in the city, as we've been talking about, after a 16-year-old and a 3-year-old were shot and killed over the weekend here in the capital city as well. A vigil for one of those victims held just last night and the other earlier this week. And on Tuesday night, we know there was another shooting on Nelson and Main Street where a man was injured there. And also happening yesterday, we had a bunch of state senators and local leaders come together to really demand action and funding that supports programs that curb this kind of violence. Take a listen to some of that message.
We know that President Biden has put aside $5 million for youth gun violence prevention programs. We want to make sure when that money comes here, it's not nickeled and dimed. It's not a little bit here and a little bit there, but there's a master plan on how you address that.
Some kids told me that they couldn't even sit down to do their homework in front of their desk because the minute they picked up the cell phone to go answer it, a bullet flew through the window where she had been sitting.
Yeah, so some really powerful messages there. And here back on Babcock Street, again, this investigation is still very much active. No arrests have been made in this case. But again, police do say this is moving along pretty quickly. They do expect these roads to be closed for about another hour or two at this point. And all the road closures we're seeing right now, again, is here on Babcock Street, just down the street. So, of course, we'll keep you updated when that road closure does lift. But for now, reporting live in the capital city, I'm Angelo Bavaro, Fox 61 News.